welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. Today is Monday, June 27th, and because it's a Monday, that means it's time for What's Sold on eBay. Just like every week, we're going to start with the plush, which happens to only be one this week, and then we'll move into other items of interest that sold. I try to show you guys BOLO items or items that sell for a higher sale price so that you can learn how to source better items and what to look for. And I also sometimes share our bread and butter items with you if you have a volume-based business or like to do a lot of volume. Bread and butter items or those filler items are really great, especially right now with folks having a lot less discretionary income to spend on online shopping as groceries and gas continue to go up. People are looking for those more affordable items, and we've noticed that we're selling a lot more of our clothing items that are from like $10 to $18. We're still selling some of the higher end ones, but not as much as normal, and our bread and butter ones have definitely increased. People are looking for a bargain. They don't have as much money to spend. So I do try to show you those BOLO items, those good bread and butters. I always show you all the plush because they're my favorite. And then I usually show you guys a couple of remotes so you guys can get an idea of what to look for if you find remotes in thrift stores or garage sales. I don't have very much to show you this week. I've only pulled up about 10 items. I'm going to be honest with you. The summer slowdown has definitely been felt here in the Hippo household. That coupled with what I've already talked about with the economy. Our sales are very slow. They're about half of where they should be as far as volume. The total overall amount of sales is pretty steady because we are selling a lot of better items and better brands. So while our volume, typically ranges around 10 items a day, historically our sell-through rate is about 10 to 15 items a day. We're doing about maybe 6 to 12 on a good day. And we're not selling as much volume over the weekends, but our overall amount that we're profiting after cost of goods, fees, shipping, and all that stuff is still very close to what it was last year or even in 2020. It's not down that much. And I think that's because we find a lot better brands here in Florida than we used to find in Pennsylvania. We had a really huge volume-based bread and butter solid business out there, and we sold more volume than we do here, but we're finding Vineyard Vines here, Pendleton, a lot more of the higher end jeans brands that were harder for me to find in Pennsylvania. So it kind of averages out. If you're doing less volume but you're selling, your average sale price goes up, you're still okay. So we're not worried yet. We're not like freaking out yet, but definitely sales are down. We have seen it kind of over the last month or two, and I definitely feel like summer slowdown's hitting. That said, while eBay was slow this week, we actually had a 0 sales day on eBay, believe it or not. Wednesday was that day. Hasn't happened in a very, very long time. And we had a very slow weekend on eBay. The other platforms are picking up the slack. Would it be nice if all of our platforms were all at top performance all at the same time and we were making tons of money and sales? Absolutely, that would be amazing, but that never happens. The whole reason we cross-post is because you're casting a wider net and you're getting more sales, but also because when eBay's slow, maybe Poshmark is selling more. When Poshmark is slow, maybe Mercari is selling more. Maybe if 2 platforms are slow, you pick up an extra few on Grailed or Bonanza or somewhere. So we've always believed in cross-posting just because you do make more sales overall. But it kind of helps balance it out when sales are slow on one platform or the other. The dream is to have them all functioning at peak performance at the same time. So if you're not cross-posting, you should be. And List Perfectly is one of the best tools on the market for resellers. You guys hear me talk about it all the time. It's a cross-posting service, but it's also a inventory management service. You can do your accounting on there. There's just so much you can do with List Perfectly. I have tons of videos on this channel. If you look in the playlist titled List Perfectly, You can learn all of the really neat hacks, tips, tricks, and just things that you can do with List Perfectly that make you more productive and save you so much time. But most importantly, it's a really fast way to cross post all of your items and then easily end them when they sell on one platform. If you haven't tried it yet, you can try it for 30% off your first month with code FlippinHippos. All lower caps, all one word, no spaces, no G. So Flippin Hippos. Let's jump into the what sold on eBay with the turtle you're looking at. This is a SeaWorld turtle. I got him from the Goodwill back in good old Pennsylvania for 50 cents. There's his official SeaWorld tag. From the Shamu shop. He is an 8-inch small turtle. I listed him at $17.99 and I took a best offer of $14, and he did ship first class on a poly bag. And that was the one plush sale on eBay. Again, we are picking up the slack on our other platforms, and you'll get to see those sold later this week or next week, because we're coming to the end of June. We're almost to July and the beginning of Q3, which is the summer slowdown officially in the slow time. All right, now we're looking at a Madewell women's t-shirt. This is just a t-shirt, but it's by Madewell, which is a really good brand for jeans. That's one of those Bolo brands. I like to pick up the t-shirts as well. We paid $1.50 for this. It sold for $17.99 and shipped first class in a poly mailer. Here's one of our Columbia PFG shirts. You guys see these all the time in my haul videos and my what sold videos. We love these vented fishing shirts. There's several brands that do well. Columbia PFG is definitely at the top of that list. This was on our weekend sale, so we did take a best offer of $19. Had this been throughout the week, it would have been at $25. On our 20% sale we run Monday through Friday, we do 25% off on the weekends, and we probably would have taken a best offer of $20. So it's $1 difference to get it out the door as quickly as possible. This was about $2, maybe $2.50, and they ship first class. Next up, we have this skirt by Tahari. I'm not big into skirts. You guys probably know that. There's nothing wrong with skirts. Like with shoes, it's because they skeeve me out and I have a germ thing and I don't like feet and sweat and gross and bleh. So shoes are like vomitas. There's nothing wrong with skirts and dresses. In fact, they're a very viable way of making money. There are a lot of people, many of them my friends, who do really well with skirts and dresses, especially this time of year. If you can get those sundresses, you know, with the little spaghetti straps and the cute little flare skirts and the floral prints, they do really well. I'm just not a fan of them. And I don't know why, because skirts are just as easy as jeans. You just do a couple measurements and you do a flat lay. It's just they're not my wheelhouse. They're not my fave. But I do look through the skirts and the dresses occasionally at the thrifts. And if I get them in wholesale lots, I absolutely list them. They have a learning curve. They have a lot of different keywords and styles that you have to learn. But that's with anything. That's with plush. That's with jeans. That's with electronics. There's always a learning curve. So this one came in a wholesale lot. It was $1, and it's a size 18, which is a good size. So I went ahead and listed it. I know enough about skirts to know that this is a pencil skirt. And I put the keywords business and career, because this is something like a woman would wear to a job where she has to dress up. And it sold for $18.74, and it shipped first class. Then we have this Disney Princess t-shirt you guys saw recently in a haul within like a past month or so. It is a plus size 1X. It's really cute with all the princesses on it. It was like $1, half off day at the thrift. And I took a best offer of $16.50, and it shipped first class. Big Star Maddie Boot jeans. These, I don't know if they even made it to a haul video, to be honest with you. I picked these up when I was out thrifting with my friend Cheryl, and I had gotten 160 pieces of inventory, and I did a couple of hauls on the channel, but we were trying to get through the stuff and get it listed as well. So not everything made it to a haul, but these sold really quickly. Big Star is a good brand. It has a really high sell-through rate. They usually take about a week or two to sell, and they sell for about $30. I did take a best offer on these of $27. just to kind of get things moving. Sometimes when sales are slow, I'm a little more willing to take offers on newer items. And knocking an additional 10% off from 30 to 27 to me is not that big of a deal. I would have liked to have gotten 30, but I'd rather have sales than no sales, you know what I mean? And I price high to begin with anyway. So these are the Maddies. They have the name on them right there. Again, I tell you guys all the time, if the manufacturer is kind enough to put a name or a style on a piece of clothing, use it. They're giving you free keywords, right? So these sold for $27. They did ship in a padded flat envelope. All right, now we have a Game of Thrones shirt. Got this for about $1, half off day. I'm not a fan of Game of Thrones, and I'm not really sure if it's even still that popular anymore. In my defense, I did try to read the books about 18 years ago, and they were boring, so I never got involved in the TV show. Typically, if the books are bad, I think the show is going to be bad. That's just my opinion. If you like Game of Thrones, more power to you. We all have our things that we enjoy. I do know about the Mother of Dragons, and I know who the character is. I figured for $1, it was worth it. I still think it's pretty popular. I still think Game of Thrones has its fan base, definitely. Right now, it's Stranger Things that's popular, which is another show that I don't watch, and I never will. Don't hate me. Don't at me. I do like the Umbrella Academy, you guys. That just dropped last week, and season 3 was amazing. Little side note there. Anyway, I picked this up for only $1. I took a best offer of $15, and it shipped first class. Okay, then we have Levi Strauss men's S37 slim jeans. Where did I get the S37 from? Well, right here, they provide that for me, so I use it. Signature S37 slim jeans. You can see I use exactly what they tell me they are. 1, free keywords. I don't have to brainstorm as hard. 2, if there's a dude out there who loves the Levi signature S37 slim jeans, and he just, wore his old pair out, and he really wants a new pair exactly the same, that's what he's going to be looking for. When people like something, they will search for it by these terms, like with the Big Star. If somebody likes the Maddie boot, that's what they're going to look for. So use those keywords that are given to you. These, I believe, came out of a ThreadUp. So they were about $1.50, maybe $1.60. And they sold for $19.99. They did ship in a padded flat. Then I got 2 remotes to show you guys this week. This is an Amazon Fire Stick. You would think Fire Sticks probably wouldn't be as popular anymore, being that most TVs now are smart TVs, and you can get your apps and your streaming services right on your TV, and you don't need the Fire Stick anymore. But believe it or not, there's some folks out there who have TVs that aren't smart. Are they stupid TVs? Just kidding. But there's people that still use the Fire Sticks, and they lose their remotes. I mean, I lose my remote every day in my office. So, this came in a lot, of course, too. We buy our remotes from our source in big lots, and it's like 25 cents a pound. So clearly, if it works and it's not complete garbage, we're going to list it. But don't overlook these Fire Stick remote controls when you find them, because this is like the 3rd one we've sold in the last couple of weeks. People do still look for these. So if you see these, this is what they look like. They usually say Amazon on them, but these Fire Sticks do really well as far as how quickly they sell. You can see they're a bread and butter price, but if you find them cheap enough, they're going to sell fast. So this one sold for $14.06. And then we have this Samsung remote control here. It's got like the DVR. You guys can kind of see all of the features on the remote, and then there's your model number. This is a good one. We sell a lot of this model number. Again, it's only $14.99, but these sell all day long, every day. So remotes, I feel like, are cheap enough. Cost of goods. They are easy to store. They're super easy to test and clean. They're super easy to list. Oh, and people always ask me in these videos, how do you test your remotes? So make sure the battery compartment is completely clean, and then put new batteries in. put your phone on selfie mode, point the remote at the camera, and push all the buttons. And if you see lights come up on your camera, on your phone screen, it works. But they're so easy to just deal with, and they always ship first class. We use padded envelopes. We usually get the free, like, padded envelopes. Well, they're not free, but we get the eBay branded ones for free with our quarterly coupon, which expires on Thursday. By the way, if you haven't used yours, use it. And then we buy some of the yellow craft ones from our friends over at the Boxery for the taller remotes. But yeah, I love remotes. Y'all, I've been talking about them since 2019. So anyway, if you have any more questions, comments, or concerns, if you just want to talk about summer slowdown or anything, comment section is for you guys. You can also join our Facebook group, Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. And there's a lot of discussions going on in there every day about so many different things. There's a lot of different resellers in there. As far as experience and length of selling, we have everybody from brand new today to 20-year-old veteran, not 20-year-old, 20-year veteran sellers, people who sell everything from plush to electronics to antiques. It is a really great group full of super positive, really nice people. You can be new and you can ask stupid questions and nobody's mean. I like my group. I built it that way by design. I like having a nice, fun, social atmosphere for folks to learn in. So again, that's Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. There's a link down below in the description box, or you can just look for us on Facebook. Hit the thumbs up before you leave, guys. If you would, it helps the channel so much. And if you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe. Help us feed a hungry hippo. And until next time, go be productive. Go make some money. Make sure you're cross-posting and getting your items in front of many eyeballs. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.